Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to part 2 of Let's Build a Farm in The Sims 4. First off, I wanted to thank you guys so much for your support on the first episode. I've been having so much fun building this farm with you, and thank you for all the suggestions as well. I wrote down so many different things, and we're going to be going through those and continuing this farm and hopefully making a lot of progress today. If you missed the first part of this, I will have that linked in the description down below so you can take a look at the whole thought process behind building this lot. This is the 64 by 64 lot in Henford on Bagley, and we're turning it into a giant family farm. And this was just the beginning parts of it. But I'm going to immediately jump into some work on this, and I want to actually paint in the bottom of this pond. This was just something I forgot to do last part, and it was bothering me. I don't think anyone else said anything about it, but it's been bothering me since I was editing the video. I was like, oh. And then one of the things that you guys suggested, overwhelming amounts, which I was actually thinking of, so I was very happy that a lot of you guys wanted this, is we're going to add some more water on the other side of this pond and then see if we can add a little bit of a bridge over it. I think that could be really cute. So we're just going to lower this down here and see if we can get a little bit more water in here. I mean, that's kind of cute. What do we think of that? Is that too much? It might be too much. Also, where do we want the bridge to be, over this water or that water? I guess over this one would make the most sense. Let's see if we can do something with the flooring here. I could potentially just like move this over here like this and then raise it up because it's kind of underground right now. Yeah, we could probably do something like that and then use the foundation that's on stilts to just create a little bit of a bridge over there, which I think is super cute. Maybe get this one from Jungle Adventure going on there. Honestly, I think that adds a lot of personality to this part of the lot, and I might use the fence that came with the pack as well. Nice, I like that. I also think we're gonna add some dirt under this pond as well because it would be weird if I didn't. But I did it to the other one. And then I might also change the colors of the water. I really like the pond scum one. I think it looks really pretty. I'm also going to move these further down and probably maybe cut down on the amount of them. I think we'll go with 5. So with that, let me just delete these ones. And I will move all of this down. Do I want to rotate them? It could be kind of cool to do it that way. I've either been putting them all the same direction or alternating each and every one, but maybe if we alternate the different rows of them like this, that could look kind of cool. That saves us some space, and now we have more land to work with, and there were some suggestions to add an additional little pond over here somewhere. Also, there's a little bunny right there. I love that. I'm going to just move him, put him over there for right now. Oh, it's so satisfying to get rid of all the terrain paint. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're probably going to rework a lot of this, so even though I put that down to work with this part, I'm going to erase a tad bit more of that. Let's get some more fencing to probably close off this area. Yeah, I think something like that could be good for the crops. I might even have it more on an angle over here at an opening. Yeah, I think that could work. But one thing I also want to do with these pathways is I really want them to be a little bit more, I guess, messy, or I don't want them to be so clear. I don't know if that makes sense. I want them to be a little bit more like how we blended things out in the pen areas. Either way, let's get some dirt over here by this new garden plot space. And I'm sure we'll decorate that quite a bit more a little bit later on. I also want to make sure we can fish in these ponds. So I'm going to add a fishing sign in here. And we might as well decorate this while we're at it. So I'm just going to get some greenery around. Yeah, I think that looks pretty okay. I have a couple of spawners for dragonflies as well as some ducks, and I'm going to add some more of this algae and stuff into this pond space as well. All right, I want to get some rocks from Show Live Edit Objects and see if we can have it blend in a little bit better. I might just place some of these around in this general area because they do match the world. They're not really blending in the pond, but if we can get some that do, these kind of guys, that could be nice to combine with some of these bigger chunks that we have around. I'm not sure if I want one on this piece, but like the ones that are around here on the edge of the lot, I think it looks quite cool. I'm a little unsure if I actually want to change the chicken area. I had some suggestions to move it or have less of them, or have some sort of orchard back here, but I've also heard about having it up here. And I'm not really sure where I want to put it because I like the idea of it, but I'm also trying to think of the height of the trees and what I talked about last part about blocking off parts of the lot. So I feel like having it back there would be a good idea, which would make me think the chickens will probably move over here, like right in front of the cow space. So I could move this building that we're gonna have a little bit further over here, or it could stay there and then it's between the chickens and the cows, which might be a good idea. So let me see if I wanna move these over here. I might just cut it down to 3 of them, but I also liked the idea of having them close to the house because then they could wake you up in the morning, but that also could get really annoying. Oh, I'm so unsure what I want to do with it. You know what? I will come back to that. We'll see if we even address that this part. Let's work on some landscaping out front here. I definitely want to use a lot of the plants that came with this pack to make this space look really full. I really love this plant in particular, and there's a bunch of beautiful rose bushes as well. So there's some single versions of that plant I want to place around kind of like the perimeter here. I'm just kind of randomly placing them, and I will move things around as we fill this up to try and make it look a little bit more natural. I'm not sure what color I want to do here. I'm kind of thinking maybe the purple because it matches a little bit better with the wisteria, and I like sizing these guys up. I think they look really cute that way. So I'm going to place some of these around, some of them scaled up, some of them not, and see how we feel about that. I'm also going to mix in some of these flowers because they're really pretty and I love yellow and purple together. Scaling these ones up as well because it fills in more space and I think it just looks really pretty. I love the amount of flowers here. Debating on if I want to add this guy in here somewhere as well for a little bit of height. I think that could look really cute in this corner. Yeah, that's really pretty. Maybe we'll do another one over here as well. Probably get some more of these grassy patches and of course some low-lying greenery. That does help fill out the area quite a bit. I think adding some of the lavender in here would be good because it matches our color scheme, but also it's one of the wildflowers you see around this world quite a bit. I think I might even scale down this tree and put it like over there in the corner. Once again, something that adds a little bit of height. Now I'm going to dive into like the regular plant catalog and see if we can grab some more things to help blend this in better. These tall guys are always very helpful for framing gardens. I like to use them on like sides of windows or wrapping around something. I think they help a lot. There's also alternate sizes of this lavender in here, which we can grab and put around a little bit more easily since you can duplicate them. I think the last thing I want to add in here is some debug plants from base game to add a little bit more variety in the green tones. Everything is just so bright and I think it blends in too much together because of that. So I'm just going to scatter some of these throughout so there's just a little bit more variety in shades of green. This is definitely one of the times where I feel like I went overboard with landscaping, so I'll probably throughout this be scaling back on it and trying to figure out what is the amount I want to have in this space because I like what I placed down. I just feel like there might be too much. Okay, I think that helped a little bit. What I did is I moved everything that had a taller profile towards the back, closer to the house, and kept the low-lying plants for the most part to the front. And I think that looks a little bit more natural that way. I might just grab a couple more rocks to put around the border here to really solidify that look. Let me see if any of the base game ones sort of match these. We might just go with the generic color they come in just to help this out just a tad. Yeah, I don't think I mind that. You guys might still think it's a little bit too much. You can let me know though, because we can always come back to it. I got a little carried away here. But I think I'll leave that there for now. I also saw suggestions to have the wishing well here. We did get a wishing well that came, a functional wishing well that came with the romantic garden stuff pack. So I'm going to grab that and see if we can find a good spot for it. I'm not sure if I want to put this by like another pond or if we want to put it by these ones because it could be kind of cute out front, but it's already pretty busy over here. And I was thinking of adding an additional pond over here. So I might do that and we can put it by there. I think that could work. And then have this kind of like facing out like between, yeah, that could be really cute. It's like right by the pond, but not exactly at it. Get our favorite pond scum. And I'll probably add decorations to that a little bit later. No, I can do it right now. Let's grab some of the same stuff that we had around in the other water spots. I'll probably add some more of these guys as well. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move the chickens. I am moving the chickens. I do like the idea of this space being more of a little orchard. Maybe we can plant some like apple trees and stuff like that over here. I think that could be quite cute. And I'll also move all of the like bits of grass I placed over here as well, because that's going to be over here for the chickens. So I think we'll have like a shed full of things that we need for taking care of the animals between them. I am going to only have 3 of these, like I had mentioned. The chickens are going to have so much more space than they had before. So let's just place a few of these down and figure out how we want to lay them out. I think like one like that, and maybe something like that. I'm not sure. I'll do that so they can't go hide behind the shed. That would be kind of awkward. Or we could have it like the other side where it's 2 off of there. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. We'll move these over, drag this out, and they could probably just have a space like this. That's not bad, right? That's a pretty good sized chicken area. Get some more pathways going. Pathways galore. Where are you going? There's a path to it. With that, I wanted to get a gazebo. What if I just kind of connect a bunch of these pathways in the middle with a circle and the gazebo is on that? Would that be kind of cool? Or would that be weird? I'm not sure. For right now, I think I'm okay with it. All right, we're still at the chicken area. Let's fill this up with some dirt. All right, getting 2 gates over here. That works pretty nicely. And then if we can actually try and fade in the walkway a little bit more. I'm also gonna grab this roof from on this side to put over our little shed that we haven't quite figured out yet. Just kind of put that guy right over there. And then we wanted to have an outhouse as well, because I think this is gonna be more like a shed of like supplies. I guess it could be both. All right, gazebo. I think I'm gonna use the fence that we got with the new pack, this one. It's quite pretty, and I think that will achieve the look I want to go for the gazebo. Let's raise that up quite a bit there. It's gonna be a pretty big like family space, which I think will be really cute. But we'll see if I think it's too big, because I think I was originally imagining a gazebo being a lot smaller than this, but I'm not sure. I think for a foundation, I'm gonna use the stone from Outdoor Retreat. It's just really pretty. And then let's get some columns in here. I'm gonna lower this back down. I feel like it looks a little bit too tall for how big of a structure it is. And maybe we'll have the same wood on here that we have elsewhere. And of course, get some stairs up to it. Probably something like that. We might want the stairs on a few of the different sides though. And I think this will give us some opportunity to do a lot of really pretty landscaping around the edges of it. I'm just not entirely sure how I feel about it at this moment. Somebody had suggested we turn this into like a separate little loft space. It could be like a whole nother apartment or house. I like that idea. This is a pretty good size house, but we might be able to extend it out the back a little bit more because there's space back there. If we're gonna have like a swing set or 2 or stuff like that, I think right out here would be a good idea because it's near the gazebo in the middle of the farm. I like that. We could also have some out back as well. I think that'll probably be somewhere over here. And we'll probably have like some picnic tables as well in this area. This isn't necessarily how I'm gonna decorate it. I'm just placing stuff down to have as a reminder of where we want to place things. And then back here, we want to have an orchard. Are any of these able to be placed and stay and not just revert back? This must be placed on a specific object. So if I get a bunch of these, can I place them down? I know you don't need these to do it, or these, but if I don't want my sim to have to plant them, can I do it this way? Okay, that might be the way to do it. I'm gonna have a bunch of trees back here, but I'm gonna place them in these plots. This is just giving me major Animal Crossing vibes, and I love it. I know I had a giant orchard on my island when I first started it off. I got rid of it over time, but I was very, very excited about it. Can I rotate these? No. I think what other sort of trees we should have. I think for right now, I'm just gonna do all apple trees. And if you guys have any other suggestions, we can change it accordingly. Like, look at how much more put together this lot looks already. I think I'm also gonna grab some of these like wheels of hay to put over here. Maybe like that. And then probably some stacks of hay as well. These ones are in debug, they're just in base game. but there are some much easier to find ones that are seats that came with cottage living. So those are good to have as well. I just think these are really cool decor pieces. Like, look at that. But yeah, cottage living gave us some bales of hay as well. So I'm going to put some of these over here. I'm probably going to stack some of them up, try and make it look realistic. Yeah, that's cute. Also, probably having excess over by this shed is a good idea. I like that idea quite a bit. Some in here as well. I just want to make sure it's everywhere and this space looks very cluttered and realistic. I might even scale this up. So I still need to figure out where to put an outhouse. I want to have an herb garden as well, which I guess could be like out back close to where the orchard is. Also, I want to grab a selling table. That was a suggestion that I really liked. We could probably sell some of our produce out front. So let me see which ones we have. I don't ever remember where they are in the catalog. We could use this one from Eco Lifestyle. It does have some swatches I think could work. Particularly this first one I think is super cute. I might grab one of the other ones later on though, but for right now we could probably put something like this. I put it like just about there. Like we let people in and they can do that. I might even set up like a fake garage sales type thing. We can have like some blankets and stuff down over here and have like items that are for sale. I think that could look so cute. And I wish these came in like less funky colors because I've always thought that these particular pieces from toddler stuff look like the type of blankets you'd put down for a yard sale. So I think we might do something like that. So yeah, I think the only things I didn't do, like I mentioned, is an herb garden, which I'm thinking could be back here somewhere, and also adding like some bees and bugs and maybe extending the house. But I think that's all stuff that we can work on next part, as well as finishing up some of the landscaping. But I really love how this is coming out. I know I said that last time as well, but oh my gosh, the progress. I'm having a blast with this. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Do let me know what you're thinking of our farm. Here, I'll go into live mode. I put someone living in this house so we can see everything, and if we needed to plant anything, we would be able to. But this is looking like a farm. This is looking like it's starting to come together, and I am so happy about it. So do let me know what you think we should change or add, or what you think of what we've done so far, and I will see you guys in part 3. Bye, everybody.